He is on the phone, yes. Ready.
I got 7 o'clock. Okay, I call me in order. Anybody, let's do a pledge of allegiance. Pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, item number 2, 3, roll call.
Okay.
Looks like we have a full quorum.
Okay. All right. Al Barcelo, Irene German, Julia Lewis,
Here.
Ernest Bustamante,
Present.
Annie Martinez,
Here.
Joe Dietz,
Present.
and Michael Martinez.
Present. Thank you, council. I have full quorum. Item number 4, we have a call to the public. Any sign-ups in the call? No signs. No signs. No signs. Well, I'll do one call. For the record on the call to the public, I just want to make one of the things I wanted to say, I'm not a chance to say much on this, is that with a lot of stuff that's going on nationally, there's with the tariffs and the trades, you have a lot of people from Canada, Mexico, but there's a lot of people, the tourist dollars are being felt, and there's people in the area, Canadians, what have you, quite a bit. They're not coming to the United States because it's tariff stuff. And there's people that they rent facilities and what have you, and they come here during the April, this time frame as tourists. They spend the dollars. And the thing that I just want to say is that when you're dependent on outside dollars, every dollar counts. To our neighbors up north, I welcome you. You know, what goes on the White House, DC, that's different from what happens in local towns and also in Mexico. You know, what goes on, you know, we appreciate people coming and spending their money. They come through here for a border state. I'd like to see some of those dollars come here. And I want to say that I think everybody has different opinions, but my opinion is that, you know, the neighbor to the north, neighbor to the south, you know, with open arms, we'll welcome you. Spend your dollars here. Thank you. That's all I have. I just want to take a few minutes to make that comment. Item number 5 is council discuss measures for safety for P&Z meetings and other board and commissions, and authorize expense to have law enforcement present during these meetings, possible executive session for discussion, consultation, etc. Everybody,
Can I make a motion that we go into executive session?
there's a motion that has been put on the floor for an executive session on item number 5. Motion has been made.
Is this, so if I may query?
Yes,
Ask
go
a
ahead.
query. This is so that we can get further legal clarification regarding,
Correct.
and it's in regards to the personnel, correct?
Yeah, it's in regards to the safety measures for planning and zoning, what we can and can't do, and what we're available to do, and what our options are
Okay.
to discuss with, so town staff. So I'm gonna ask for the executive session to be with the town attorney, and the P&Z board.
Okay.
And obviously, no motions are gonna be, no action's gonna be taken, it's just gonna be information, and then we can come back into regular session and do whatever.
Well, I'll second that then.
Okay, there's a motion.
Mayor,
Number
council
5.
members,
Wait,
Excuse me.
Okay,
Mayor, council members, I apologize, but the motion was to ask for planning and zoning to be in the executive session. We have not noticed a meeting with the Planning and Zoning Commission, so I think that it would be problematic to have them in an executive session. I believe you might be having a meeting on planning and zoning on Wednesday. I could be available telephonically to address issues that might arise from our discussions this evening, but I would strongly suggest that perhaps we not include planning and zoning because we've not noticed that they would be meeting.
Okay.
So Steve, I have a question for you, because we did list on the possible executive session for the agenda item, town attorney and or town staff concerning this item. Doesn't planning and zoning kind of fall under that umbrella?
There's a specific requirement that if they're going to meet and there's a quorum, that we have to post notice of the meeting. So I don't think that they would meet the definitions through the Arizona Attorney General's office. And honestly, and I apologize, I did not know that this was coming tonight. Otherwise, I would have talked about possibly setting up a separate agenda for this. I would rather err on the side of caution versus having to discuss this with the Attorney General's office if someone were to file a complaint.
Okay, could we have one of the planning and zoning people in here to kind of give us guidance on what they think safety should look like?
I would think one would be perceived as if we're trying to circumvent the public notice that's there. I think that they certainly could provide their concerns to council members if they've not already done so. And that information could be relayed in executive session so that the town clerk and I could address with them what would be an appropriate action item with regards to having proper security for those meetings.
Okay, so then I'll amend my motion to go into executive session to just have the chief of police, the town clerk, and the town attorney in executive session for 15 minutes.
Does that work?
Okay, we'll check on the,
Steve?
Steve,
Yeah,
there's a
just to get
motion,
it checked.
he's gonna check on the,
Yeah, I believe the motion is appropriate because we have noticed that we could have a possible executive session for legal advice. And approximately 2 years ago, the Arizona legislature passed another area of law that was subject to executive sessions, which was basically planning for security for town facilities.
Okay. So then I second the motion.
okay, we have a motion that's been amended.
I
Correct.
second the amended motion.
The second amended motion.
I do.
Okay, what was it, the time limit?
15 minutes, and then if we need additional minutes, we can come back and then go back out.
Okay, the motion is for 15 minutes of the executive session. All in favor of the motion?
Aye.
None opposed? Okay, the motion is carried. We'll go into an executive session. Let's see, at about 7:10.
7:05, something like that.
So we have to come back.
Okay.
Yeah, we're in executive session, so it'll be closed session. Okay. Okay.
So,
The public has to
Yeah,
leave.
this has to be closed, so we'll have
15 minutes.
Yeah, unfortunately.
take a chance on the.
Yeah, sure.
It's 7:00.
It's about 7:10.
Would you
Maybe
let me
we'll
know
shut that door.
when the room's been cleared?
Yeah, hang on just a second, Steve. We're live streaming, so everybody's trying to stop the live stream and stuff too. Hector's gonna come back in and stop the live stream on YouTube. Can you tell Hector he can come back in? He may not know.
You ready to come back in? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there's a problem if they want to stay in the lobby, but it's clear you can hear everything going through that.
Yeah, they
Go
need to,
outside.
I told them to go outside.
yeah, they need to go outside.
Debbie's
Kicking up some dirt because I told him to go outside. So
You know,
you,
we've always gone outside
Yeah.
when there's executive session.
okay,
We need you to stop the live stream
Yes.
because we're going into executive session.
sure. There it is.
I would just log out of it completely so that we don't make the,
Okay, now we start a new session then,
yeah,
right?
just,
Okay.
yeah, just log out of it completely and then start a new one. That way we don't violate any
And stream.
To include you too.
We will also